Alright, and welcome back to the Castlevania Spring 2023 Aria Randomizer tournament. That was not the order I should have introduced that in. Castlevania Spring 2023, my favorite game. I'm joined here with Warren Traveler on tracking and Lunix as my fellow commentator. How you doing? Oh god, Lunix is dead. And we're going to be commentating VaeVictus versus bramhallthefifth here. Right off the bat, we're going to have, it looked like, I want to say Siren? No, it wasn't Siren, it was Manager. Death Sickle in the shop, which is very good. Silver Plate's pretty good armor. Death is okay for a Blue Soul, and that's a really cheap Cream Puff. So it's going to be good for if it's a bit of a dangerous seed. Welcome back, Lunix.
Hello. Hello.
If you want to take over for a second, let me fix something.
So we have Dead Sickle in the shop. People decide to go for it. It's like one of the best star weapons we have. It is heavy though. They will need backdash. Graham got a random game skeleton from Mermaids.
That's amazing.
It's a pretty good soul. It gets to double hit. I don't know if it triple hit. I don't remember.
I don't think I've ever seen it triple hit. Alright. That's right, preset. You can see on the bottom right, Creaking Skull, plus HP, weak to poison. Every single enemy here has their stats randomized, usually. There's a high chance that they have their stats randomized. Bosses have a guaranteed buff out of the 3 possibilities. Cogna's random drop's pretty nice. Okay, sound before.
There is Black Puncher, that's also a part of the settings. You have a puncher here in these first checks in corridors.
Just to make things go faster, that plus HP bat means that it cannot be one-shot by Panther. Which is very annoying. Oh. I'm trying to mess with the sound delay, but we'll let it slide for now. For now, without Malphus, and only Panther, there's 2 exits that they can check, but given that there's 7 more checks in Castle Corridors, as you can see from the number by the health bar, in this case Succubus is one of them, very good Yellow Soul. It's just better for the runners to head up right here.
Succubus cheap healing in the shop. This seed is pretty good for players. Probably would be very
Yeah, should be pretty nice. Big Golem from, I want to say Golem, I saw there. Not the most fun of a farm, and not the best soul either, but you know. At least they have a book really early. There are 3 colors of books, and in this preset we have it ruled that you have to pick up 1 of each color before you can go fight Grand and start the end game. What if I use this player's audio?
Books also tells you the objective. That could be or boss fights or souls. So you really need to check what are those.
Yeah, there's a 1 of each and then a 50% chance, depending for what the other one is going to be. Slide and Cemetery. That's interesting. Okay, that sound seems decently synced. And the Legion fight, though, not going to be as much of a fan of that. Legion's generally just a very slow boss. Though since it's this stat random, there's a possibility that it is weak to... Ooh! Bram almost takes a death there to that weird Jaguar combo. Minus HP Legion is pretty nice here. It was weak to Curse, which sadly I do not believe we have. The starting soul was not Siren. But with minus
That was a
HP,
good
that can
slate from
be...
Bahan.
Yeah, good save. Good sleeping out of the room, because that resets your position. Minus HP means like half as much, up to half as much health. So Legion could have, I think, 2,500 health here, which wouldn't take that long, comparatively. And with Death Scythe, you can just stand in this corner. That is a lot of damage, though. They have no armor. I believe they both sold it.
Okay, I didn't know that you can do that, but by Steven.
It's the strat, apparently. I've never learned how to do it myself.
Bahan decided to not fight Legion here.
Makes sense. It's a slow fight, and there's only one check behind it. But if that one check turns out to be something like Flight, maybe. Oh, there's the required blue soul. That's gonna be nice to see. I'm gonna click a button, and if it kills everything, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I'm trying to fix the delay. It didn't fix the delay.
And it actually killed it.
It was supposed to start streaming again. My bad. Oh, wait. It's coming back to life. Stream is maybe back. Stream is now frozen. This is what I like to see, you know? Why do I even click buttons anymore? It didn't fix. I don't know if it fixed the delay, Tyserel. Because I can't see anything anymore, but it might have fixed the delay.
It just made the delay better.
Now the delay is... Oh! Stream is running?
Give me is what I got.
Okay, Bram found Reservoir.
It might be at the end of 4 years. I don't think he got... oh, he got small fast. This could be in the photos probably. He's going to find his big gun.
Yeah, there's big gun for big as well. So, don't know what he got in the end of Cemetery there. Probably just like some red soul that wasn't necessary. There's a chance that it could have been... Yeah, there's a chance it could have been one of the required souls. If either the yellow or red book. Is that a 50% chance? Could be school. We're about to find out if it's school. That move suit's nice. I think it's their first piece of armor. Bram doing Indian skip here.
Try to resist darks.
That's fun. Minus HP Dryad's very nice though.
That's actually a pretty good enemy. He's early in the game with that site.
Yeah, it doesn't look like either of them is Skula. Because they would have been able to see one of the checks there. I believe that's rush for both runners though.
Yeah, it could have that curly.
Now Graham's going to be entering the study boss fight soon. We've already seen Legion, so whatever it is, it should be pretty doable. Even Belor is not that bad. But without backdash, it can just be awkward to fight some of these later and harder bosses. It just lowers your mobility so much because you're so committed to these like 45 frames of death cycle attack. Maybe it's 48. Let me check that real quick before I spread misinformation.
Legion is the only enemy that assists guard.
Minus HP. It's pretty nice there. Another weak to curse and weapon though. Death cycle is 45 frames. That's right. With Succubus, it shouldn't be that bad of a fight. And swapping to a auto cancel weapon, jump cancel weapon, so you can just get off more hits with that Succubus to stay alive. And Vae taking the same path, heading into Forbidden. Probably gonna head up to Study. We'll see if he decides to head through Study the same that Bram did.
Yeah, he does. Remember that is an important boss because it upgrades the shop. So this is probably a good play.
Yeah, and the shop is not weighted, unlike everything else in the game.
There was
So
a
we get some
before
more.
entering the fight, which is, in my opinion, a very better option for this boss fight.
Looks like Vae is also heading to this boss fight. Only 2 checks in here though. So at least one check is going to be up through the top of Study. So we'll probably see both runners head up there as well.
So that has more levels for this fight.
Yeah, those should make a big difference against the plus defense that it has. But for now, it's just going to be a bit of a slow fight. They're not in any danger. There's death down for Bram. Swap him back to Panther. May not have Bram. I don't know. He does have, like, at the very least, he can eat Suna. So there are other options. Slime from death. That's awesome.
Yeah, they could Kimitsuna before entering the fight. I think that's the best option here.
There's a tech with Slime that makes it very powerful against Chaos. One of the best options, actually. So hopefully we'll see that come into play later in the run, assuming the runners don't get, like, claim in 5 minutes. From Death Shop. We'll see. But still 2 checks here in Study. It's going to be interesting to see quite where they are, and also what this Study connects to. We already saw a Forbidden Lock Door, because that connects to the Study. There is still the top floor dead end. Hate to get cursed. Does he want the soul? Is he gonna get the soul?
That site is not that big to reach that, right? With Malphas.
Maybe. Let's see. Oh, maybe?
Maybe?
Oh, let's go.
It is, let's go. Coco Priest.
Oh? There's Flight with Hippo.
Hippo Rift.
This is a really nice Study, actually.
Birds.
Into Chapel. Good area, but only 1 check here. Manticore is one of the bosses that can be a required boss to kill. There's 7 of them. So it's worth going here just to kill Manticore and check it off the list. While guessing might be banned, it's still worth it to just make sure you kill as many bosses as you can. If if they're in your way, just want to get them out of the way. Well, Flight, let's check here. It's a mind up. You should also be able to get that through the ground with some Death Psyche usage. Yep. Not school though. I wouldn't say Gorgon's worth it when you have Succubus here. But we also get to see the Death Shop upgrade in a moment. I thought it was backdash, man.
The last check-in. Salamat is the last check-in. 40 rolls.
Let's see. Randomizer Spear is nice. Stolas is nice.
Stolas.
Samurai armor could be good. You buy some very expensive mind-ups. VaeVictus has a Gungnir. That's probably the random drop that algorithm couldn't read. That's very good. If you run into anything that's weak to lightning, that's going to be a carry weapon. And if Chaos isn't resistant to lightning, it's still very good against Chaos.
Stolas is pretty good here because they both go currently. Please probably taken in mind.
You're gonna see this first corridor's exit. Straight to arena. Can do this. May as well just head up there and get the warp point. Just there's some easier doing of these checks. But also with slide, you can get every single check in this area. So it could be worth clearing out. Yeah, looks like that's what Bram's gonna do.
Why don't we skip the first check?
Yeah, I think, I mean, there's only 2 here, so decent chances that you don't need to get that one up there. But I guess we'll see in a second here with Vae. Yeah, just milk.
Ultra roll, okay. They're getting in build.
Oh, there's one. Is it backdash? Are we gonna see backdash?
Maybe.
That Cognazo does 140!
Oh.
Well, that's backdash. So, I mean, he saved right there, so it's not a big time loss, but just good to know how much of a danger these Cognazos are. I don't know if Bram bought armor, or if he didn't equip the silver plate. Yeah, now they're only doing 128. It's so much better. He's still one shot.
He's getting a hard time getting that backdash.
I didn't see what Vae got there, but it wasn't a soul, so it doesn't matter. That's not entirely true, but he also didn't equip Claim that I saw. That doesn't mean one of the this last remaining check is going to be in one of these 3 challenge rooms or the boss. Vae is making the guess that it's going to be in worst room. Just skipping the lubricant room, heading straight here. Vae is correct.
It's obvious. It's always obvious.
Yeah, honestly. You have slide, you don't have Skula. May as well go there. Now it'll be interesting to see if Vae decides to... Yeah, there's the boss. Mentioned if you're here, you may as well kill the boss. Legion's out of the way, Vae has levels. Vae's gotta put on the Gungnir. Doesn't Vae know that Lightning Element is immensely useful for killing armors? Also a Gebel random drop. That is not going to be the most useful of spheres to have when you have Gungnir and Randomizer is in the shop, but you know, it's an option. No.
DDR.
Yeah. Didn't immediately go to worst room. DDR is a bit slow. If you don't have giant bats, you can't fly through the wall. But the pattern is consistent, so once you've got it once, mess it up less, I'll say. I still mess it up. think Vae's probably gonna head to the school door, yeah. He's just following the chain of progression, it looks like. Chat, that's a time waster. Unless there's a final sword here. It's not. Bottom of clock tower.
DDR.
Yeah, it was a high potion. With school, you can do the checks here, and you get that warp just in case. One of the annoying things I find about Clock Tower is that the two different exits are so far apart that I just forget about one of them so often. And then I'm looking for the way to get to Floating Gardens, and it's like, oh, it's the other top floor door. But I don't know how useful Dainsleif is going to be here. That sword's main selling point is being a high damage dark weapon. However, when you have Death Sickle, you have the high damage dark weapon. So, not as worth getting here. But Bram finishes up an arena. Got that.
Another book.
Beat arena boss.
Yellow.
I don't think Bram fought Great Armor, so there's going to be a backtrack in his future. Wait. No, he did beat Great Armor. I'm lying. There is not a backtrack in his future. He is trying to skin. So both players have beaten that arena boss. That wooden golem random draw.
That's a pretty good soul.
Very good soul. Increases your MP regeneration rate to hold on, I have the numbers. To 2.79 MP per second from 0.93. So just about 3 times. Exactly 3 times actually. I never made that connection. Numbers aren't my strong suit, just writing them down. Just the samurai armor there. Vae goes to skip it, but grabs it anyways. Just a bit of an attack boost, so it can be nice. And now headed up for the Clock Tower boss. Because the first 2 books that our runners found were a soul book and a boss book, that means 50% chance on what the last book is going to be. So it's just worth it to go kill these bosses. If we hadn't banned guessing for this tournament, I have thoughts. Then one of the metas was if you find 2 soul books, you know what the other book is going to be, and you can just gamble on the fact that you've killed enough bosses to get it correct. But here, that's a bit less effective. You just want to kill bosses so that you don't have to backtrack after finding the book.
He's going to find his third book.
Clock Tower connects to Clock Tower. Good thing both runners went here, because that would have been a pain to find. Especially if that was the only copy of the book. Vae taking notes. Figuring out where to go next.
Note. Entering Clock Tower without Skula is a soft lock.
Yeah, that would have been fun to see. Thankfully, we haven't found Kicker, which would let them get in here without Skula. Yeah, as Hago said in Twitch chat, with 2 books down, Flight and Skula, both runners are almost in go mode. They've also completed both those objectives. They need 1 book, whatever its objective is, and to find top floor. Bram does not get Wooden Golem there, I don't think. Just went off screen right before it got to him. Heading up here, hopefully not a dead end. No, that's top floor. And 2 checks there, we could see a book, could see a soul. I think this connects to Reservoir. That's Dancehall. Same difference, honestly.
And Dancehall. Okay, I would do the same as Vae in this case.
Yeah. Once you have Flight, you know, it's a lot of damage.
Oh my god, that's big damage.
You can jump back over that final guard, but when it does 200 damage, you probably don't want to risk it. Instead, you know, just jump over all the other final guards. Minus attack, lubricant's nice. Sometimes those guys can deal like 150 damage. There's Big Golem down for Bram as well. They've been running a pretty similar route so far. Taking a couple hits from the lubricant, but doesn't matter quite as much. They gotta be careful, especially in this upcoming room. If, say, the Basilisk surplus attack, they can hit hard. But Vae takes the save here just to be safe. Bram finds the loop. Time to head back out of Clock Tower. Only one check left here.
Very
Okay,
ahead. They need to build that Legion.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the later boss fights. Just having those levels can be a big thing. Especially if Balor is not in either runnings or out. He has managed to make up the time that Killing Legion lost him through those levels and boss fights and such. Okay, good. We do find our last major check. Not behind Graham, because Soul Count Compass does count those, which can be a bit of a pain. You full clear, still missing 2 items. Bram, instead of going to back to corridors that work, instead heads to Clock Tower. What am I talking about? Chapel. Take down that Manticore. No major checks here, but
oh no, that's bad. It's so bad.
Oh, that's gonna suck in a second. The goal there was to find a new exit there, but I believe just locked top floor. So Vae gains more time off that, but almost loses it, dying to a final armor. Final sword? What is that enemy called?
Okay, the book has to be here.
Final guard.
I'm pretty sure.
Thank you, Helga. Yeah, no, I think there's a pretty big chance the book is in a reservoir myself, because they went there without Skula. So I think, you know, you go back there, you clear the rest of Eastern, you do the checks over by the Merman room. I just think it's a pretty likely place for it as well. Checks the other exit and just back to corridors, so Vae is probably just gonna full clear dance hall here. Just get another boss down. Maybe it'll be Headhunter for another shop upgrade, and maybe it'll be Balor. Those are the only 2 left.
The only entrance to Reservoir we have found yet is Crystal, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Now Bram heading up to top floor.
Going directly into it.
Final guard moment. I literally just got told what that enemy's name is. Bram checks the dance hall exit, but decides to go back and clear top floor, I bet. Yeah. So he's gonna get his Alistor Soul. Almost goes and does the same check again there. Takes a hit, Final Guard, 1 shot. Please heal. Thank you. And I have a kick skeleton for Vae. So now I can go get soft lock if he resets and loses Skula. Yeah, Balor. Okay. So, I think that's pretty good for Bram, actually. Because once you're a high enough level, just getting some levels, like sure, Balor is a lot more levels than Legion would be, like 4,000 more experience, but once you've done both of them, I think it's like 1 or 2 more levels. Whereas if Bram goes and gets Balor without having gotten Legion, it's comparatively a much bigger boost. So it loses just a bit of that advantage that the Legion kill got. Granted, it's still, you know, a lot of levels that Vae's gonna have.
That was a pretty good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Man-Eater from Valor, Acclaim. Flame Seed. Thanks, Lunix. For the ones who don't know, I rolled the seed. I'm probably running
saying
next
good
to.
luck, have claim. Claim is the second best weapon in the game, sometimes the best weapon in the game. Depends on how good your backdash canceling is, really. So, very happy to see that.
300. Also, that has a bunch of levels. Because picking up Legion and Valor.
Mm-hmm. I spent like 2 minutes talking about that. And then you just went and got claim. It's like, okay, dude. Is Bram gonna warp out of top floor? Or just doing this check? That's my question. Okay, just
a bunch of Lubicans following him.
Okay, that's good. So Bram is gonna get that claim in a couple minutes here. Because he's gonna head into dance hall himself.
If I saved here, he probably wants to go check Reservoir and soft reset. If he has everything.
Possibly. Yeah, because this does like next to the flight exit, so you can just go do that one right now.
At least that would be what I do.
You know, that random potion dropped. This is probably Garden. Halgo is wrong.
The real Cabal, not the random drop.
Halgo defends himself saying the seed made a mistake by not putting Garden there. But it's okay.
There is Garden.
The seed made up for it. We might see our book in Garden, actually.
They are missing the red one.
Yes.
I just got a red soul.
That's true. Gotta kill those fish heads. Oh wow, would you look at that?
And a red bug.
Clock Tower boss. Vay has done that, so Vay is in glow mode.
Yeah, he can soft reset, but he's not doing it for.
I think he wants to see what
I'm not getting.
I think he wants to see what Garden connects to. Because it was a bit easier to get to than heading out of dance hall and then. Well, I guess not.
It obviously connect to waterfall.
It connects to an even worse part of Reservoir.
Almost got it, I guess.
We're using Katana, getting those multi-hits for like 40 to 60 a hit. That's pretty nice. And with Succubus, you can just stay alive really well there.
VaeVictus is in gold mode.
They might not remember where his save point is. That's true. I forget it a lot. Who's ahead? VaeVictus is ahead. He's in go mode because he went to Garden and got the last book. Bram, I would say, is like 5 minutes behind. He's about to get claim after killing Balor and then can hopefully head to Gardens himself. And given the route puts you right next to that exit, I think it's a pretty high chance. Vay just wanted to head over here to grab the warp point at Reservoir, rather than heading into Dance Hall to grab the Dance Hall warp point, and then have to run back through Reservoir. I'm not sure which play is faster, but I think that was his thought process. And now we hope for a Graham that is not resistant to Holy. Because, you know...
Dark.
Or Dark. Or both, you know. And then be like, alright, I guess I'm just fighting with, like, Gungnir.
Or Fatigue.
Oh. He's gonna go get that duplicate, that duplicate backdash.
Backdash.
Alright, let's see.
In build for...
Plus HP minus attack. Just gonna take.
Oh my god, that was a good position for Corley.
But hitting 60 every hit
That's
means
big
it won't
damage.
take that long, yeah. One thing, just to combat the spread of misinformation. Graham is not weak to holy. He is also not resistant to dark. That's all. Alright, where is Bram gonna be headed? Yep, over to slide check. So, hopefully towards Garden in just a second here. Is Graham weak to Graham? I don't believe so. But Graham might be weak to Slash, and I believe that's what element Graham is. So it's possible. I don't have the stat sheet open, so I'm just guessing. I don't know.
We might be giving misinformation.
But yeah, Helga says he does not have any elemental weaknesses, at the very least. And as like one of the final bosses, that's like poison, stone, time stop even. So, I don't know. You'd have to open DS to get it, and by you would have to, I mean I would have to. Anyways, Day is in go mode.
From here would be from Dance Ball.
No, from Reservoir. He didn't get Dance All Work. Also, Bram, I do not believe, went to Gardens. So that is too bad.
He did not.
Looks like he's going to be figuring out Reservoir instead of doing those Gardens checks to find a Red Book. Possibility of a Red Book duplicate, though. There's a 50% chance for any book to have a duplicate. That Rune Ring's pretty nice.
Rune Ring.
Speaking of enemies resistant to Holy, Julius is resistant to Holy in the base game. As he is a Belmonte Holy Warrior. Well, I don't know if they're Holy Warriors, but you know, the point stands. However, with Death Scythe, that should still be a pretty doable fight, unless we see the dreaded plus attack, plus HP, plus defense Julius. We've seen it too many times, let's see. Minus attack, plus defense, it looked like. Yeah. So, using Death Sickle here is pretty good, because it does a lot of damage, so it'll be especially good against that high defense.
He's going to use Rando for the safetiness.
Yeah. If you're just more comfortable with Durandal, it makes sense. Now Bram entered Gardens here. Taking a wrong turn. Everyone does it with Gardens. Yeah, swapping out to that
you can check that from there.
Yeah, I think you could probably see what it is through the wall. And if it's a soul, like in this case, you could shoot it through the wall. Swapping back on Death Sickle, I think I prefer this for the fight. It's just so much more damage, and how big of a hitbox it is, you can even play at a very safe range for Julius. Just need to not mess up your backdash cancels too much. This is not a very low attack Julius. He has not lost too much of his attack. This is like Dawn Julius. He's just a bit older. There's Red Book or Graham. Graham. Wow. English helmet. This is the wrong way to get out of Gardens. There you go. Turns around. Now Bram also in go mode, I believe. So behind by about a fight and a half here. The most precise measurement.
So the only thing that gets boosted by stats and attack for Julius is the whip. The other weapons do not come.
So, you know, whip and his
kicks and his sub weapons will be hidden.
Yeah, they're doing like almost exactly the same damage as each other now. Normally the kicks are a bit weaker. Oh, those gargoyles deal 130 damage. That's pretty cool. That's phase 2 of Graham for VaeVictus here. Phase 2 of Julie. I am not. Boss names, what are they, man?
Wow.
So that's 2/3 of Julius'
3
HP
minutes
down.
phase 1.
I would never time my Julius fight, so I don't know how comparably that is. But now Julius uses sub-weapons, so those are going to be doing their original damage as well. The plan for
I
Bram
believe
is
3
go into
minutes is
Graham.
what it should take normally.
That's true. I might go back for some cream puffs, but I think probably still is enough. Back on the wooden golem for that MP regen. Just how it be. And here is Graham for Bram. Hall the Fifth. Yeah, so we saw Vae hitting 60 on Graham, and that was with those Legion levels and Anvil levels, while Bram is hitting 57, so it's not a big difference. So it was like maybe 1 attack difference over the whole fight. And Bram got a way better curly there in the corner. The plan post-Graham
It's
for
not Giant
Bram
Ghost,
is
it's the
Jam.
Golem. Wasn't it the Golem that sold in it?
Yes, it was.
Oh my god. Use Giant
Okay.
Ghost.
Just double check. Just double check. Double check the book. Moving through chaotic pretty quickly here. We already saw 1 check, I think, maybe. It didn't seem very good because I don't remember what it is. We got 2 more. One of them is a blue soul. It's flying armor. It's bone pillar. That was close. They're both
I
equally
don't
as
think
useless.
Flying Armor can be in versus chaotic.
You would think that, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Amadeus, do you know if it was handgun or silver gun? Bram skipped the cutscene too fast for me to see the face. It literally didn't show up. So I don't know what soul
The
he has
sprite
on.
is the same.
The sprite is not the same. Anyways, entering into chaos here. Hopefully to holy. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty nice.
With
Alright,
to
cool.
holy minus HP minus defense.
Very close, actually. Resist to curse, which chaos is already resistant to, and plus defense, which is gonna just be a bit of a slowdown, but with the levels that Vae has, not that bad. Graham is down for Bram. I did it. He just needs to head into guard himself. Chaos is not by default weak to holy. Just to clarify, that's not a thing. It's not how it works. But claim is still really good just because it deals so much damage. With plus defense, it used to be very broken. The core could just take like 3 damage with 4 eyes down, but that got fixed, so it should be a pretty simple fight as long as Vae doesn't get comboed. You know, just heals whenever he gets hit. Just stay safe. That should be doable. Jumps into that snake though.
It's not weak to hit. Not weak to holy. Chaos will be easy.
It's true, he does have
should be.
slime. Is he gonna use slime? He's gonna use succubus. He even went into the soul menu, just taunting us, honestly.
Maybe he will go.
He's almost dead. Please heal. There you go. Chaos is well known for hating VaeVictus, as we see again, hit by the snake into 2 balls, with the snake charging a big orb.
That was a good mini buffer.
Just playing it safe, don't want to get hit with any things. 76 per hit with Curly is pretty good, with only like 28 from Claim. Still should go down pretty quickly. Claim is a big enough hitbox that you can deal with the smaller orbs pretty easily. Amadeus says, I can't rhyme if it's not slime time. So I guess that's the last rhyme we're going to be seeing in chat. Ooh, Bram, careful. Bit low there. Okay, takes the deal. There's Chaos.
And time.
Immediately tries to load a task state. I can't believe this. That was a good chaos fight for Vae. Keeping it safe, staying alive. That's what we have to do on Chaos sometimes. We might see Bram finish out the seed. We definitely have the time for it. It'd be good to see some more chaos fights, because nothing better than these endgame fights in this game.
These curtains look so bad.
They're blood red. It's very ominous. Like, what are they farming in here? Gardening in here, sorry. I like phase 2. I also noticed that when phase 2 starts, the castle starts falling apart in the background. Everyone's favorite piece of trivia. Ooh, tries to charge up the Curly heading towards there. It hits twice through his attempt. Just a bit more healing down the drain. But playing it very, very good here. Just hopping right over those hits. That was a nice like 5 damage from that Maneater. Sorry, 3 damage. Bram is one shot. Oof. Takes the death. Hate to see that.
Yes.
That's gonna be a forfeit for this race.
Probably forfeiting.
Alright, but yeah, that is just game 1 of a possible 2 that we have tonight. If Bram wins the second game, we will have a game 3 scheduled for sometime later. But game 2 will be coming up in just a couple minutes, so don't go anywhere. And we'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Alright, we're back with game 2 between VaeVictus and bramhallthefifth. This is a losers match. Vae is up 1 point, 1 game. They're even on the same seed. That's very good. So if Vae wins this game, that means he's advanced and Bramhall's out of the tournament. Whereas if Bramhall wins this game, they're going to schedule a game 3 for some point in the future. Poison Fist and Shop's pretty nice, Black Belt's also nice. But I want to say both of them are pretty expensive, so I'm not sure if they're going to be able to afford that. Choose to get a Killer Mantle for Vae, and Flame Demon, which can hit through walls, unlike the Winged Skeleton they started with. The Kaiser Knuckle to start with is pretty nice though. And is it Mattress? No, Kicker. Interesting. Very early. And a red Minotaur random drop from Bat. Bram takes the save here before heading left. They just heads left. We might see Malphus here. It's possible. We do see Blue Book, which is beat Inner Quarters boss. Plus HP, plus attack, freaking skull. That's fun. Nothing like the first enemy hitting for 100. Hex says that they don't have flight yet, but that won't stop them from making helicopter noises. So true. Thankfully in the seed, they can kill bats with Panther. So, even though it's plus HP, it's not enough plus HP for them. Flying armor is sadly useless, but backdash should be pretty helpful if they get a heavy weapon, like the many that they had last seed. Wow, Vae messes up flying armor skip. Wow. Can't believe this. Got him off though. Didn't see it last seed, we might see it this seed. Who knows? But for now, still no Malphus. So their option is to head to the end of corridors. In this case, we even saw that the left exit was Reservoir, and you can't get through that without Malphus either. So definitely to head here, or hope for Malphus in one of these last two checks. There you go. I do think they'll probably still head to the right here after a quick save, just in case it's something like Forbidden. That's just way too fast to head down here than to backtrack for maybe the inner quarters exit. Clock Tower, 0 checks here. And this also raises an interesting question. Do you want to fight the boss? You already have one soul book, or one boss book, sorry. So you know that there's only a 50% chance that the other book is going to be a boss. And out of that, it's going to be a 1 in 6 for that boss to be this Clock Tower boss specifically. So it's a bit of a question. Is it worth to do this now? To check what boss it even is? Because maybe it's Death or Headhunter and you get a shop upgrade out of it. Maybe it's Galore and you get levels like Vae really liked his Legion levels from last seed, but looks like he's choosing to skip it, head on into Chapel. And Bram headed left and is now heading back to the Clock Tower, I think. Also probably going to head out to the Chapel door. Four checks here, one of which is White Dragon, not very good. Plus defense bone filler is a bit of a pain when you only have Geyser Knuckle. Welcome back, Linux, maybe?
They might be dead.
I'm sorry for talking over you. I couldn't hear you. Welcome back. Bram chooses to not head through Clock Tower to Chapel, as instead backtracking to probably the inner quarters door.
I was saying that probably VaeVictus didn't uh, even care about checking that boss fight because with the equipment he had, he'd probably just be able to kill Manticore at that point.
That's
Right?
true. Here's another book.
At least that's all. We need her.
Yeah. Do not have it right now. Is Skula? No, it's Triton.
Triton.
Honestly, really good for the loadout that they have. Low damage weapons with Triton just had so much damage. And if you can use that with, say, Kaiser Knuckle, it's going to be really effective against low defense enemies. Ram into study, but without slide, without bat, can't do anything. Except get the Skula, apparently.
Yeah, but yeah, Forbidden Area is something.
So now we got a bit of a divergence here. I did not see where Chapel exited to. So I don't know if Bram will easily be able to find Chapel on accident here. But he will need to go there at some point to get Red Book, unless there is that duplicate 50% chance. There's Flight back at the start of Corridors, Giant Bat, and Bram looks like he's heading back to the Clock Tower. So, I guess Bram's probably going to head into Chapel here.
They can get that Poison Fist now. At least by the
pretty good weapon, especially in Stat Rando. With Poison Fist, if an enemy is weak to poison, you can then hit them and they'll take double damage. Not sure why Bram isn't going to Skula Door plus Garden Door first. That's a good point.
And how is he's resistant to poison?
It's just a bit closer, yeah. Bram can actually check the bottom of Clock Tower if he so chooses. Persimmon drop.
Random person.
That's a whole 80 health. Entering into Reservoir, only 2 checks here out of 21. Plus defense striking, love it.
At least it was minus HP.
Persimmon drop. Vae is now way ahead. Yep. Bram's very low though, gotta play a bit safe here. Did head to the bottom of Clock Tower. It's fine, just don't run into the zombie soldier right there, and you'll survive. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
He's going to take the warp and check other entrances.
There's that for Bram. You can get a heal here as well. Talk to Mina. Okay. And also probably get the Poison Fist himself as well. So, bit of a divergence here. Vae got that Red Book. Bram got Skula. There should be a copy of Skula somewhere in the route, somewhere in the seed. So Vae doesn't have to go back and find that Skula and study, but it'll be a bit of time. What did Bram sell?
Everything.
Wow.
And got Match Punch.
That's fun. Love that. Great game. That's a danger of the really high prices. It's a bit of a math challenge to go. All right, is 37,000 if I have 5,000 and 15,000, then 13,000. Is that enough to get a 93,000 weapon? But headed back into dance hall here. With that giant bat, now you can get through this door. And
the
also,
only dancer enemy that you can find in Dance Hall is Ghost Dancer.
yeah. Also, Vae found gardens. I believe it was Vanilla Garden store.
Double pass. That could be good for Ewings if he's with Keystone.
Means that if you find a Milliken sword, you can sell it.
That's probably not worth because you can use Millikan to enemies like Chaos, but not
Well,
Double pass.
Milliken's just not good enough, I don't think. You'd only really use it for one hit and then swap to your higher damage weapons, and then just get double damage off the stone. Yeah, Vae doesn't have Skula, so he gets walled there. At Skula only path. So, the thing is that Bram...
VaeVictus.
thing is that Bram isn't going to Skula locked areas, so he's not making use of that progression that he found. He's just clearing out dance hall. But if he does run into something, oh, there's a duplicate red book, so no need to go to chapel now. That's pretty nice.
Manager from Gaia.
He also doesn't even need to kill a boss here, but it looks like he's gonna probably save and check out what it is. See if it's a shop boss, maybe something he can kill. Just get a bit of experience. Doesn't want to fight Legion here though. Is there a way to get involved in Rando tourneys? Not this one, but you can. I mean, you can commentate the track for this one. But we'll have more tourneys in the future. Does this command link where I think it? Yes, it does. You can join the Discord there. And from that Discord, you can also join the tournament Discord. Both of which are great ways to get into the randomizer, tournaments. This Great Hall is going to kill Bram. Great Hall is going to kill. Unlucky. Just
here, if I won my walls, I would do farm red minotaurs in top 4.
Yeah, with that Killer Mantle, it's definitely a good idea. At least it was like great armor. You don't lose anything by not being able to kill that boss. I would just make sure to grab the warp here. God, Knock Punch is so bad. You want to grab the warp here just in case you have to come back and kill the boss, maybe. But looks like Bram's just heading out the other side.
Inner squatters.
They're gonna meet in the middle.
2 entrances at the same time. I haven't found the best one.
And they do have Galamoth. Is that Hippogriff?
It is.
Nice.
Sure.
Could have been Slide. Could have been Duplicate Backdash. There were options.
Oh my god, all the checks!
Yo, Lubricant, let's go. Circle of the Moon is the one with the card system. It is called the DSS. It might be called the DSS system. I don't know. Ask Amadeus, he plays that game. Nothing in Galamoth, but I believe these checks are highly weighted, so there is a chance that there is a good weapon. There is not a good weapon.
Stock!
And Partisan.
They're good for selling.
Yeah, that's true. Random sell prices. Well, the question wasn't, is it the DSS? Is it the DSS, or is it the, like, DSS system? Does it stand for DS system? Like, you know, Super Mario 64 DS? Or what is it? What's the lore?
It was the lore. I would try it just because it's needed. It's required. It's Legion.
That's fun. Yeah, it makes sense that Bram didn't want to do that one.
Oh my god,
it is the dual setup system. Good to know. Vae doesn't even have that lubricant because that's on the other side of this boss fight, so better hope for the stat rando here. You know, I mean, it's not bad. The shell has 0 defense, so plus defense doesn't do anything to that. But, you know, just a bit awkward. It's gonna take a hot minute too. And it's very low HP. I would take a heal here. Legion does a lot of damage. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's back to the same strategy. Sit in the corner here. But this time, Vae hasn't even hit in the core. He has to get down the shell first before he can start doing damage to the core.
He probably cheated his red Minotaur. Oh my god, that was fast.
Yeah, I agree with Amadeus. Bram can take a lead here. Not going to be stuck in this Legion fight. His only weakness is that he doesn't have a good weapon, really. Unless he bought Poison Fist just now. So, hope so. But should go pretty well for him for the next minute or two. And he does have Schoolie. He can like do that check right there after he sees what area this is. Chapel, don't do it. No, don't do it. You don't want Red Book. They almost died. Haven't used a lot of his healing there. Well, actually, speaking of the DSS system, if you think about it, there's, what, 100 combinations in that? And there's 100 souls in Aria? So they're basically the same game, you just split the DSS up into 3 categories. No Bram! Black belt's nice though.
Rami's going to find that red book copy.
Yep. That's almost all of Vae's healing used on this one Legion fight, and he's still doing like 30 damage a hit. Was he pause buffering that Legion attack?
He's almost done.
Oh god.
Pretty sure.
9 damage, dude. Mach Punch is so bad. Was that double warp? That looked like double warp almost. Yeah, was this that Trident for Bram? Pretty worth getting, honestly.
Okay, Vae is going to find the Hippo and the Ludican.
Bram just really needs
has
to be
already done this.
weapon.
There's no new information. No one here.
Vae hasn't found the other check, so he's going into Galamoth thinking, oh, it's gonna be right here, it's gonna be so good. And then it's Partisan and S stock. Love to see it.
Come on, game moment. No movie activate.
Okay,
Press games. No movie activate, but I don't know what does that mean.
It's a task thing. I think one of his keybinds is set to like load task video. Because BizHawk is a tasking emulator. But because there's no task video to load, because he hasn't recorded a task for this randomizer seed he opened 5 minutes ago. It's just like, no, you can't do anything. So it's probably just a keybind issue.
Where was the school again?
It was at the entrance to study, which was vanilla inner quarters from the castle corridors.
The last book is probably there, guess.
Yeah, probably. Oh my god, a random cream puff too? Dude, Vae is getting carried by these random healing drops. There's not a guaranteed claim in this seed, for the record. Who knows? We might just see some bad weapon seeds. Poison Fist and only Poison Fist.
Blame Barracks for this seed.
I just wanted a more interesting race than Find Claim, you know? That's all I'm saying. Oh my god, can he get Poison Fist? He can get Poison Fist! Let's go, dude! Hype. What is that duplicate red book for Vae?
I'm leaving. He decided to go fight the boss.
Could be good for Vae if this turns out to be the required boss for 3, but we'll have to see.
Weak to fire. Great armor.
Yeah, Fire Fist is what it actually is, right?
Insane to have Fire Fist.
Skipping that. Oh, Yellow Book. Oh, that's good for Bram. He knows it's there, and he has Skula to actually go get it. And I think that's the one that they don't already have, right? Am I misremembering?
They have red and blue.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's what I thought. He's gonna get...
They haven't found Maneater yet. It's not that I noticed.
No, I don't believe so. I think Bram is forgetting a bit of things, but I want to see him head over to Eastern Reservoir now. Vae also here in Reservoir, but doesn't have that Skula, so he's gonna die. Yeah, he survives with
Nice farming.
45 health. I forgot it dropped from Dryad, honestly.
Ooh, that Kinesu hit so hard.
Another seed where these Lubricant type enemies hit really hard. Whew, everything's fine.
Easy, calculated.
Yeah, easy. But now Vae's gonna, if he sticks here, I think he's just killing these guys through the chance not gonna come and farm. He's gonna see that Yellow Book, he's gonna get stuck again. Needs to sleep out or decide to use healing.
Rahan is not going to Eastern.
Was that 80 damage from plus attack needles?
I you say 3 plus attack, weak to poison.
Yeah.
But I always felt like these needles cost like 1 HP.
Yeah, they do have 1 HP, so plus minus HP won't ever matter there. Vae sees that Yellow Book, but he doesn't have Skula, he can't go get it. He used Curse, which is why he took 80. You know, you might be right. I don't know how Curse works. I thought it just drained your MP. I know Poison, I think, makes you take more damage. Vae warping out. He's got to find that Skula. And Bram headed into Eastern. The best area in the game. Headed out of Eastern to check what it is. Arena. 2 checks in there.
The arena?
Could be worth going there after Eastern.
Best place in the game.
After Eastern. I think he probably wants to take head back, take a save, maybe buy some healing from Mina. And Hammer. Hammer is the one that sells the healing. But yeah, Bram is out of healing, so going Eastern would be a bit dangerous. He try to save split it maybe. Take a save in corridors, then head Eastern.
Let's get to study entrance again. He's not going to find school, I think
he skipped it, yeah. Bram doing arena first. Doesn't want that Yellow Book. Taking a couple hits there, but should be fine with Hippo. Oh, we're gonna see it? No, not yet. All these red souls are just taunting me. Yo, good play actually. Good play from Bram. Farming red Minna with Killer Mantle. It's 1000 XP a kill. So in just 16
just
kills...
kill him 16 times and you will get the same amount of XP as Valor.
Yeah, and then you'll be like level 16, 17. So that'd be really good. This is just really good use of time. Based Killer Mantle build. True. Yo,
Ramen random drop!
Forget that persimmon and cream puff. Ramen blows them out of the water, dude. We do have a Headhunter fight here. We can see a shop expansion with Claim in it. Maybe that's where Claim is. You never know. A pretty easy fight here. Minus defense, so it takes a lot of damage, and you're not really going to be getting hit by Headhunter too much until like phase 3. How did Nigga jump over this, guys? Skull Millions also plus attack.
Maybe sword or maybe.
Honestly, Bram might just die to the giant skeleton. Oh, okay, everything's fine. Reset out though.
It was nothing. Run a mage from.
Useless.
Could this be the Duke school app in Westerborn?
Possible.
Sorry, cemetery.
No,
it is not.
Slide.
It's light.
Could be that the required red soul is in Worcester Marina though, because Bram hasn't checked that yet. He's just heading out, leaving a check there. And it's either behind the bosses or in one of the challenge rooms. Bird gang. I'll skip Succubus Arena. No, I went back there. No, you're right. You did skip that. My bad. They all look the same in my defense. Only one check here. So Bram knows where it is.
If it arena boss.
Yeah, this armor. I don't think we have that.
I think we have that.
We have completely different stances on the matter then. We don't have it. I am more correct.
No, the corrector.
Most correctest. I think Bram was hoping for Valor or a shop boss.
With 2 slash?
That's true. Put on
Look at the big damage from Red Minotaur.
I don't think he's high enough level.
Disc
armor is slash element, I think.
Oh my god, that was a premium card hit.
Very nice.
Easy.
Is Vae gonna find Skula? No. No, he's not. Rahab is also very good.
If Skula here would mean you need Skula to get Skula.
I thought Vae would actually head over there. He might? He's gonna do it? Oh my god. I believe there's also other checks here in Study, which is on the other side of top floor.
Oh, top floor.
Yeah. Forgot about it too much. And Vae does have slide. It's also on the other side of it. It does have slide. Oh my god. No, Vae. Vae, no. Dupe Skula in top floor, maybe?
It could be.
3 checks, possible.
Maybe is top floor connected to Study?
A final sword and a Levitan. Both very good weapons. One of them just happens to be the best weapon in the game.
Levitan almost vanilla.
Just a couple rooms away, yeah. Still doesn't have that last check here. Bram keeps doing these heals here. With Giant Bat, you can get the worst room in the game check. I forgot that Bram had that. You can also skip through a wall here. That is a lot of damage. Please don't get hit by those guys.
This clip break here is allowed.
It's just not clipped. You did not save after Levitan.
Oh my god.
That sucks.
Let's see if he gets lucky with this.
Skula, there you go. Skula in top floor.
Help Skula. PP9!
Okay.
He's gonna save, and he's gonna safely out for support probably.
Now one good thing here is
With
that Levitan, you can really easily farm Dryad, because I think they're probably still vanilla week 2. Please save. I'm gonna do it again. You can farm Dryads, they should still be weak to fire, which will make it go really quickly.
Do they get Man-Eater?
I don't think so, no. They got Peeping Eye.
Okay, if manager is here and you study, it'll be super bad. For Brahman.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
No, please.
He's not gonna take it.
Bram, just hit A, not B. Do it. Also do the last check. This is torture. Yeah, they heading up to Eastern to grab that book. He does actually have Peeping Eye though, so we can move on from there. He has that part of progression. He just needs to farm Dryad or get Manager, I believe. Bram, please. Forgot that the Link to the Past tournament and the Aria tournament happened at the same time. Yeah, summer tournaments moment. Super Metro 2, I think.
I'm talking about Super Metroid. VaeVictus is reaching the Yellow Book.
What?
VaeVictus is on his way to Yellow Book.
Yes, okay.
What happened?
I think he forgot what he used to farm, maybe? Maybe he forgot where the book was, I'm not sure.
Oh, true. I believe VaeVictus was farming the Triad for that Maneater.
Let's go, Bram's gonna get Levitating for the third time. Please save this time. Yeah, Peeping Eye. Not gonna reset out. Choosing to, I guess, do the other checks here in Reservoir. He doesn't know that there's nothing here.
Let's go! He's safe!
Yo! Hype.
What is Brad doing? He took the book.
There's still a check here, so he's checking to see if it's Red Book or if it's his Red Soul.
So he knows the book content now. Also, Maneater wasn't in Arena, and he's probably going to check that.
Honestly, pretty likely.
I hope he farmed Red Minotaur, like Rahan. But yeah. Maneater most likely be in the study, as I said.
Yeah, I could see that.
There are not much more places.
Bram can kill Legion here, though. Let's head into that fight. Just don't sell Final Sword and you'll be fine here.
Why is Armor of Fire expensive and Armor of Water?
Yeah, fire is just a more helpful element to resist, I guess. Demons,
Is Armor of Fire made of fire?
Buys a duplicate killer mantle.
Devil, Stolas, Lubricant.
High minds up. High mind ups. Sorry.
High Mindo.
Or does Vae had an extra reservoir to farm dryads, I assume, with that final sword. You have Peeping Eye, you have everything else you need. Just get the farm going, I guess. Makes sense.
Actually, that negative would be pretty good to farm. Oh, resist
Ooh,
fire.
that plus HP, dude! Oh, nothing is a good weapon to farm Dryads with.
Unless they, like, their only risk. Oh my god, that
Oh,
was
it's
lucky.
okay. VaeVictus is
Their
just so
only
lucky.
resistance. I mean, that wasn't the first farming try.
That was like the 5th death, though. Bram is almost
Ooh,
dead.
Bram.
Bram, thank you. Worked out. I'm sure he would have healed. Kyoma Demon. Amazing.
I'm talking about Kyoma Demon. VaeVictus is going to beat Graham.
I don't think that actually has anything to do with Kyoma Demon. Anyways, let's see resist slash plus attack plus defense, Graham. That'd be pretty cool. That's my dream. Minus HP, minus defense,
minus
resist
defense,
water.
resist
You know,
water.
pretty similar.
Just the fact that you were completely wrong.
Yeah, you know. He had a resistance. I predicted a resistance. That's basically the same thing.
Resistance slash.
Anyways, Final Sword can triple hit. But you'd have to, I think, hit with the back of the sword and the front of it or something. Because it's only out for... It's only out for 45 frames, of which 41 it is an active hitbox. So it can hit a lot, but you really need to be able to I guess you need to be able to keep that hitbox on it. That's it, you know, when it does
put Ludican.
100 damage. I guess he just wants to play it safe, or he forgot about it. Both are equally likely. Finally get to see our last item. It is Une. Amazing. Yep, they are guaranteed to roll a buff. However, that buff could just be a resistance to something that they already resisted, like Curse, or something useless like Water. So it's not always going to be plus attack, plus defense.
Looks like we will never get to see where was the miniature.
Dude, for real. I just want to know. Une doesn't have any element, right? It's ultra useless. I have no idea, but I've never seen anyone use it to, like, any value, so I'd say yes.
It's grass element.
I think you're thinking of Pokemon.
Talking about Pokemon, VaeVictus wants Garden. He's going to face Julius.
I think Garden is grass element.
Wait, VaeVictus had a Demon's Mail.
Yeah, it was in the shop. Devil stole this. I'm just gonna use the Burt Gang for the stuns, probably. Minus HP, resist lightning. Resist thunder. Speaking of grass, let's go touch Summon Garden. Exactly. But yeah, the first...
Final Sword Spy.
I think so. Maybe after you run out of MP. Because I think the damage is going to be better from Devil to start. Or at least easier to hit, if you're not familiar with Final Sword Julius. But for first phase Julius, he'll stagger after every 4 like normal attacks that you hit on him. So like right there he staggers. And a pretty good strategy is that right after that, you can use your Rush Soul if your animation, if you was already landing, cancel your last hit. Surprised Vae's not using more of his MP healing. Seems way more used to use it on this fight, because Final Sword Chaos is a pretty easy fight to know, whereas Final Sword Julius is very jank. There's phase 2. Minus HP coming in clutch, dude.
VaeVictus knows that Dinosaur is slash, right? Raham didn't say.
He's just looking for the checks right now. That was just a heal stuff. Did do that Final Sword though, which is really good. If Vae decides to not use Final Sword on some fights like Julius, then that's a possible time save for Bram. So, wouldn't say it's over if Julius, not Julius, if Vae takes the death on Chaos, maybe.
That's heals from VaeVictus. What goes to this chaotic path? Let's see.
Yep. 3 checks
Talking
here.
about chaotic, Braham is going to play Julius too.
Bram needs to kill Graham, right? I don't think he has the Red Soul. Balmung, not worth it. It's worse damage than Final Sword, and Final Sword can multi-hit. But, I don't know, maybe Vae just likes it. I expect it.
It's good for selling.
One of these checks is going to be a soul. I am Undine. There's the soul for Bram as well.
That was the first, right?
Yeah, I think so. After like maybe a couple earlier in the seed, the first in that session. So pretty lucky for Bram as well. Soul drop chances are increased for enemies that drop the required souls. But it's still to like, what, I think 1 in 15, 1 in 30, something around those odds. Tasukete! Aw, it's not gonna be Undine, it's Skyfish. Also very good, actually.
Skyfish? That's pretty good.
I could see Skyfish plus Final Sword just to melt the core when the eyes are down.
Skyfish plus Red Mino.
I think Final Sword's better. But you could probably use a Red Minnow hit at the beginning with some mana healing. And mana healing was really cheap, so Vae definitely has a lot of that. Little trouble with the looping in there, but made it out. And Bram's going to be entering Graham right as Vae is going to be entering Chaos. Choosing the Stolas. In sync save, dude. Let's go. Minus HP, resist fire. So gonna be a pretty easy Chaos, but it's still Chaos. It's not doing less damage. It's just gonna take a bit less time to kill here. Still gotta be careful, especially of like the early Chaos 2, where there's still the eye hitboxes to deal with. Very fast Chaos 1 though. Interestingly, enemy soul drop rate still gets buffed as if the seed rolled 3 required souls. What do you mean by that smile? Just that the buffs for the required souls are buffed? Or that like there's a third enemy that gets its soul rate buffed?
28 with only two eyes.
Yeah, already, dude. Can act like it's buffing 3 enemies, so that's really interesting. I think Vae should get hit and use Lubricant and Final Sword.
Me neither.
I don't think Maneater is as good of a choice. That Red Minnow, though, let's go, Bram.
Why would you use Maneater?
You were the one who just said that.
I see me neither.
My bad. There's Graham down from Bram.
It's about
I think Chaos is almost down
Graham.
from Vay.
talking about Graham. This fight on Chaos is pretty intense.
There it
And
is.
time.
Pretty close race that time as well. Bram just finishing up Graham, just a couple boss fights behind. So GG's to both runners. I think we're probably going to get them both in for an interview, hopefully. But in the meantime, you can follow them, links in chat. If you liked what you saw, they run Randos multiple times. Hello, Vay, welcome.
Hello,
Oh,
Blake.
hello.
Why did you not
What are
use
your
slime?
thoughts?
Why did you not
I
use
forgot.
slime?
I forgot about it. Yeah, I forgot about it. The first match, I knew that I had it, but I forgot. I just forgot on Chaos. I had Klein.
That's true. It's a pretty good reason to not use slime. Hello, Bram.
Hello.
Hello, Bren. GG's, man.
Hello, Bram.
GG's. I confused your name with Graham so many times. That's it.
Lol.
Bram is fighting Graham. All right, Bram's down. I mean, Graham's down.
Lol.
Oh, oopsie.
Good time, good time. What were your thoughts on that seed, both of you?
Yeah,
first
they've-
seed, first seed
yeah,
was
okay.
ridiculous. I just took too long to find stuff. Second seed was worse, but then I found that one thing, so I guess that's...
Yeah, the second seed was pro because I saw the third book there on Eastern on the waterfall. I saw the third book, but I knew that I need Skula, and Skula was on top floor.
Yeah, so
I
the
found
thing
Skula
is,
floor.
Bram found Skula like 20 minutes earlier because it was the first check in bottom study, and I believe that's what Forbidden exited onto. So you were like one exit away from it, Vay, and then went top floor to
Oh.
find the duplicate.
Ah, okay. I didn't go through it.
We do
I
think that's
just-
also probably where the red soul was in study. Just
Oh,
never saw the
okay.
other checks there.
I farmed it too quickly.
Bram got it first try.
I did, yeah.
My one was third try.
Didn't help me too much because it took way too long to find the final sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, I just did it everything and find final sword, so that's why.
Yeah, you-
For the first one, I got the toolbox 2 very early.
Which books?
I think was blue and yellow.
I already forgot where they were.
Hmm.
I remember the books. The books came pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, the first one was on corridors in the way, but the soul was in the end of the corridor.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And then
Yeah.
I remember. I also remember I forgot what the soul was. I had it confused with Giant Ghost, but it was Big Golem.
Yeah, it was Big Golem from
And
Golem.
Actually had Graham's second try because of that, but I don't think it mattered. I like when you finished, I was fighting Julius, so I don't think it was
Yeah.
close enough for that to have made a difference.
Also, one thing I didn't tell about the second seed was I had only one healing through Graham, Julius, and Chaos.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
would have as well. Well, I beat Graham, but I wasted a healing at the end. I think I only had one spare after that, but it didn't matter. You finished right as I beat Graham.
Oh yeah, it is, man. Yeah, that was quite a rough seeds on the because there's some locations like I did go arena to on the first seed. I followed it all the way and found that two books too earlier. And the last one took me long, but in this way I found Klein behind the Golem.
Yeah, I was about to ask, did you find Claim? Was it Big Golem? I thought it was Blur.
Oh yeah, I was below, but
Or was
yeah,
it-
I had Death Sight because the first seed we began with Death Sight, so
Yeah.
also below was with less HP, so that's why it was so quickly.
Yeah, the first seed was really good. If only I had made better decisions in my routing, and could have finished.
Yeah, the let's say that the routing was quite strange for those seeds, but I just sniped
I
it.
remember once I cleared out Chapel, I dipped and I decided to go somewhere else. But the end of Chapel was Dance Hall, and then Dance Hall had the claim in it and something else. I think the Dance Hall was, I think, Garden, but I don't know if that mattered really.
Nah,
I would have had the claim a lot sooner. I mean, I had the Death Sight, which is theoretically better, but
yeah,
Just a
the
bit
damage was
slow.
enough.
Bram, have you considered saving after getting Levitain?
I did the third time.
we were having a good time watching that.
Yeah. I forgot. The first time I'm like, well, I didn't save, so I better get the Levitain again. Then the second time I forgot, I reset out of it. I had to go back for it.
Yeah, I really, if I found it, I really like it, especially for fight Julius.
Yeah, you like
It's a shame
swapping
that
off of
everything.
big weapons to use smaller ones for that fight.
Yeah, on this one, I fought Julius with Botegang.
Oh, you didn't find the Levitain?
No, I didn't find it. That was on a study.
It was in Arena.
Oh, it was on Arena. I
behind-
just ignore it. I just
Arena
ignore it.
Yeah, it was behind the Wrecking Ball.
Oh, behind the wreck ball. I just ignore it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bram was pretty close that seed. I'd say that he was ahead for most of it, but then just started losing time around Arena and wouldn't go to top 4 for a while.
I forgot where it was. I had to kind of remember where it was.
Yeah. And then Vae goes there and finds Skula immediately. Because I think that was your big advantage to the rest of the seed, having that Skula, just being able to do those more checks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was really because no, I didn't really go through Reservoir very much. I just remember I saw the book at the top of the waterfall. And then what else would school have even gotten me? Oh, I guess it got me through Clock Tower, but that's like it.
Yeah, it was just like the more options, really. I think
Yeah.
closer to that go mode. Yeah, pretty close matches.
Oh yeah,
GG again.
GG's man. Yeah. Now the next match will be against Lunix.
That one.
Tournament was fun. I hope I can do SGL again if that's coming up soon, or if,
Yeah, it should be.
if Aria is even in it. I don't remember.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So hopefully we'll have a big tournament then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thanks to both of you for racing. Again, you can follow the runners, the links in chat. There's commentary and tracking links. Again, thanks to Warren Traveler for tracking. The links are co-columns. If you'd like to try out the Aria Randomizer, join the Discord, or join the tournament Discord, you can find the links there. Well, you can find the links to the tournament Discord in the link to the Discord, which you can find in chat. As well as the bracket, all of that information. Thanks to everybody who stopped by and watched. Love this game. Should give it a try. And
Yeah.
GG's.
GG's man. Thank you guys and see you all later.
Yep. See you whenever.
See you guys.